always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. We started the night here by showing you our fabulous bundle of the week, and we will do that again in just a second. Let me just make that little QR code go away so that you can see me, because you know, you got to see me all giant, right? So let me know that you're here, like and share. If somebody can share this over to our Patchworks Party, which is our Facebook group that we have over on our page, that would be fabulous. And it is time to bring on the new year. What do you think? Have you been busy sewing? Have you been enjoying this mild weather? This has been great. Oh, and I see that Doug joined us. Hi, Doug. Thanks for joining us. We are super excited that we are going to be doing his Chatsworth block of the month starting later this month, and I'll be telling you a little bit more about that shortly. So that is super exciting. So thanks for tuning in tonight. All right, so a lot of you have been able to join in with us. So why don't we just get started? We have lots of great things for you. We have our bundle of the week, which is a super great deal, limited quantities. We have some new fabrics to show you. We have some Valentine's inspiration. And we are going to be talking about the Chatsworth block of the month that is kicking off in just a couple of weeks that we are super, super, super excited to be doing. All right, so Frank, let's look overhead again and take a peek at this bundle of the week. So with our bundle of the weeks, we have been playing along and doing 12 headquarters where we curate them and offer them at a really great deal. And then we have just a few bundles available, so you want to scoop it up, and they are available at that price until they are gone. So you can get them in store and online. We have some hearts, we have some grunge, we have some little ladybugs, we have some knitting, we have some fun Tula pink in here, all sorts of really great things. So this one, if you had wanted to scoop it up, let me get this link for you that I'm going to drop in the comments. And there you go. So while they are available, this is $24.99. Excellent. So thank you. We will recap at the end of the show as well to be able to share with you this really gorgeous bundle, so that in case if you're tuning in later. All right, so if this is your first time joining us, we do this live every single week, and it's a little bit of a variety show. So we show you what's new, maybe give you some inspiration. Sometimes I have a technique, and I can also do my best to answer your live questions. All right, so I have Frank over at the console, and he will also help me hold some stuff up along the way. So first thing I want to share with you is a new fabric line that came in. Ooh, ah. This is Mix the Volume by Art Gallery. So, you know, the end of the year is a weird time of year where a lot of the manufacturer warehouses are kind of holding on, or they have interesting holiday schedules. And so in January, we typically get dumped with new product, which is super exciting because it's like, well, it's our Christmas here at the fabric store. So, you know, we've quilted for the holidays for everyone else, and so now it's time to get started on all the new projects and filling up our shelves here to inspire you with all sorts of really amazing things. So let's take a peek at this Mix the Volume. And if you are familiar with a term called low volume, so low volume are backgrounds that have a little something something going on, but they read as a solid, okay? So like, for example, this one here I see on the screen, it looks like a light green, okay? But if we hold it up closer to the camera, you can see there's a print, okay? So we call these prints low volume. So say it with me, low volume. So now if this term is new to you, you are cool. You are hip and happening. And you'll see that a lot of quilts are done with low volume backgrounds that are assorted in variety. And it can just add some interest. Now, really, the concept of low volume, it's very old-fashioned actually in its origin. So, you know, quilting, well, I don't need to tell you, was really just scrap sewing, and you used what you had to make do. And so a lot of these contemporary prints are really just trying to replicate some of the scrappy things that we used to, that really were the origins of patchwork quilting. So this collection here, you can use them independently, you can use them all together. They are from Art Gallery Fabrics, and it is a really fun blender collection. So we have stacks of these available in both the fat quarter and half yards, as well as we have these bolts now on the floor. And these are all the now colors. So these now kind of deserty colors, they go really, really well with many other art gallery collections. They go well with Ruby Star collections, and there are some offerings from Figo, and even one of our favorite new fabric collections, which is Woodlands and Wildflowers from Fancy That Design House, that we are going to be using in our Chatsworth program. You can see here that these all go really, really well together. So I love how things just play. They all play, and these colors are very now in the home dec world. So, you know, if you're looking at the Pottery Barn and stuff, and they all go really well together. All right, so that is Mix the Volume. Probably should have told you that, shown you that little Mix the Volume. All right, so we have the beautiful stacks of those together. We have those available on our website and in store. Also, you can let me know in the comments if you needed to be hooked up with them. And of course, if you needed a yard collection of the whole bundle, I'd be more than happy to get that for you as well. Another new collection that I'm excited about. So I shared with you, if you tuned into our Facebook Live last Thursday, I had a super tiny little live right before the new year, sharing with you the Starry collection that just came in. And let me pop that up for you. So the Starry, which we had been waiting for, it was it's a basic collection from Moda, from the designers of Ruby Star Society. And Frank, let's take a peek at these. So we have these available. We might currently be out of on the website of the fat quarter bundles, but we're making more, and so I have a half yard stack that I'm showing you. Not presented in any specific way. The yardage is now out on the floor, and so these stars are really great blenders. You can also use them together to make something fun. This neon pink goes really well with other neons from Ruby Star, and it also pairs spectacularly well with other designers like Tula Pink or Allison Glass or Libs Elliott. So a lot of the newer designers are using neons, and this goes really well with that. And this metallic here, this is like a matte metallic. It's kind of a cross between a gold and a copper. We also have the minis, and this one here, oh, this is delicious. We are getting more of this particular one, and this one, we're getting more of them. Those are delicious backgrounds. Delicious. So there we go. So this is Starry. We have that available on the Bolt and in the bundles. And Frank, are we getting roll-ups of these as well? Okay, I think, so none of the pre-cuts have shipped, but we do cut our own fat quarter bundles and half-yard bundles, as well as if you had wanted us to cut yard bundles, we'd be more than happy to do that. We know people who like to cut and fold fabric. So that is Starry. And we've just put it out on the floor, and as you walk into the store and turn to the right, it's right there. So really, really fun. I know a lot of you have been looking forward to that collection, so that one's really great. We have another kind of basic one, and it is in a similar palette to Starry. It is called Kitty Litter. Kitty Litter, who ever thought about that? So Kitty Litter is from Dear Stella, and we have just a few of the colors of it just to kind of taste and see if you like it. I know we have a lot of cat lovers out there. While I grab those bolts, I'm going to pop up some inspiration for you so that you can see a fun little pattern that Dear Stella has put out there for you in case if you wanted some fun inspiration. So I'll share the link for you for that, but you can see the fun little gingham kitty heads, right? So I'm grabbing the fabric over to share with you. And then I will share that link with you for where you can download that pattern, okay? All right, so I'm grabbing the pattern link for you. I'm putting in the comments, and the pattern looks like this. So there's little hearts in the cornerstones, which is super cool for the Valentine's Day that's coming up. And the cat heads are put together in a checkerboard way. So it is, I'm just scrolling down for you here. So you do some strip piecing here, and then you put them together like this with some connector corners and just some checkerboards. Super, super simple, very easy to follow instructions. So super, super fun. And I'm glad that some of you like that. All right, so now I'm going to pop up and show you what this adorable pattern looks like. All right, let me minimize this, and then Frank, let's look overhead. Oh, he's already got us here. All right, so this is multicolored, and to you it might just look like a dot or something. So let's see. Hopefully I won't break the camera as I bring it up. Do you see those dots? Are cat heads. Oh my gosh, that is so adorbs. So we have the cat heads here, and then we have cat head outlines, and then we have hearts, and we have X's and O's and dots. Oh, it's just so cute. All right, so Karen, I see you're watching, and I know you love the cats. So, you know, gotta love it. And in the selvage it says Kitty Litter. Okay, so we have this one here that is a multicolor on a black background. Then we have this one here that is purple on a hot pink background. Vibrant green, because we all need green cats, especially for St. Patrick's Day. Pastel kitties on an off-white background. We have kind of fuchsia-y hot pink kitties on a navy background. And then we have hot pink on orange. Love, love, love that. And also, this palette goes very, very well with the Tula palette. Okay, so really goes well. Nice saturated colors. The Dear Stellas happen to be digitally printed, whereas the Tulas are screen printed, just so that you know that the saturation may not be quite as intense as in the screen printing, but the print is super, super, super cute and really fun. So what do you think? Do you like the kitty litter? Very fun. Very, very fun. So glad to all of you who are joining in. Remember, you can rewatch the whole episode at any point. And if you're looking to binge watch any previous episodes, always catch up and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can just watch us over and over and over again, right? All right. Next up, for fabric, we are going to be getting, Frank, in the transit right now is XOXO by April Rosenthal. And she is Prairie Grass Designs. We are super excited for this. So this is probably coming tomorrow. I will show it in next week's show, but we are resetting the front foyer for Valentine's Day. And this is one of her patterns. There's a super cute panel that comes with this line that this particular quilt is a fun and easy sampler quilt that really showcases the panel, but also you can make some really fun, easy pillows with those panels, which is super fun and just really easy and quick. So let's see if we can see this overhead. I don't know how this is going to work with the you can kind of see this, right? Kind of ish. So the Be My Valentine, the inside here, this is a panel square. The inside here of the Kiss Me, that's a panel square. Love, 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 panel square. You Are My Sunshine, panel square. I Adore You, XOXO. So you're able, there's really a lot of great fabrics in here. We'll be sharing that as soon as it comes in, but I'm super excited that this line is coming in. Oh, it'll probably be next week? Okay, but it's in transit, but probably next week by the time it's here. Okay, because all of the shipping just restarted from the warehouses. So gives us time to reset a little bit, so that's great. But plenty of time still to do our holiday sewing. We have the lovey-dovey that we might not have been paying attention to. Good thing it's fabric, right? Fabric doesn't break. So lovey-dovey is from Patrick Lose. So this is a really great palette that came in, all sorts of really fun things that you can do with it. And one of the things I wanted to share is this super easy Venice table runner. So this is previous fabric, so don't fall in love exactly with this exact fabric, but whipping up one of these is so easy. These are these Quilt As You Go battings, and this is by far my very, very favorite pattern of these. I've made, oh goodness, well over a dozen. And you can choose one fabric to be a feature fabric on the side here if you love, love, love a fabric, or you can strip piece it. And then you can use 2.5-inch strips that you either buy as a jelly roll. You can use yardage or fat quarter bundles like this. And if you are purchasing a bundle like this, I would say absolutely go ahead and grab yourself a bunch of these battings so that you can just make a ton of these, okay? So really fun and quick putting those together. If you were looking for something like that, some great border pieces, this one here, super fun. It is a smaller scale. That is from the Patrick Lose collection. We do also have this really fun timeless piece that has letters on it, and because of how the print is, it kind of, I can see, doesn't translate so well on the screen, but there are some fun love letters on here. For my gnome lovers, I know there's a couple of you out there. We have our Valentine gnomes, and we have these Valentine gnomes as well. Super cute. Now, if your Valentine is your sewing machine, because, you know, let's be honest, sometimes our sewing machine is our love. So, wouldn't this be super cute? So this is a really fun pink background, flowers, great inspiration for our Valentines. And then, while not Valentine's, the Besties line from Tula. This best friend, if we are going to have Galentine's weekend, well, I think that this particular, it's a friendship bracelet, and let's see if I back up. The gold doesn't translate very well. I have it in non-gold here in the wide back that you can see a little bit better. It's like this, okay? So it's like the broken heart necklace. I can try it overhead too, but we'll do this one first. So this is a wide back, and this is really fun. And you could use this, you wouldn't have to use this for a wide back. You could use this for a regular piece. But let's try overhead with the metallic. It may or may not show up on screen. Let's see. I'll tilt it this way. There, you can kind of see it. So it's just really nice and really kind of fun. So this is from the Besties collection. All right, so now that I showed you all of these amazing fabrics, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with them? Well, I showed you something you can do with XOXO. That is coming. We have these fun Cluck Cluck Sew Modern Holiday runners. And Modern Holiday, the first edition, yes, this is volume 1. You have these split hearts here. And you could also turn this into a quilt if you had wanted to. Just a really great heart thing. In volume 2, you have the heart, maybe overhead. You have the hearts that are separated by a chain. So that's super fun. Each of these patterns are, or this one's 13 and the volume 2 is 1350. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns in each of them. So that's a really great value. That's $2 1/4 per pattern. Pretty good. Other holiday inspiration that we have a couple copies of The Holiday Hoopla by Pat Sloan available. And her holiday in this one for Valentine's is a wall hanging that has cocoa and some hearts coming out of it. And so this is Holiday Hoopla, 12 different projects. So as you can imagine, goes through the calendar. And this one, I might say for Valentine's Day, this one is more of my favorite. This one you have a pillow and a quilt. And let me open this up, and then a bonus project as well. So here you can see the pillow, super pretty. And there's 17 quilts and projects in this particular book. The quilt is here. And then there's also a bonus project of Hello Love, which is a table runner, table topper. And you can see that right there. So, really fun. I believe these books are out of print now, so we have a few copies in store. So holiday celebrations and holiday hoopla, want to scoop these up before they're gone. If you can't find them, just give me a message and I'll send you a link. Set one aside for you. And then we have Peace and Love, which is a great quilt, and I love the cover quilt that has the giant rainbow color heart. You could, of course, make it in any fabrics that you'd like, but it is a fun heart project. Some free inspiration that I have for you. I'm going to share my screen with you again. We have the find it here for you. We have the, let me share this. Click, click, click. Here we go. All right. So for this one, this is the Moda Love and Hearts quilt that we had shared with you maybe last year or so. But it's a quilt pattern that is just great and lives on forever. So you can see that. And the center part is made with your favorite pre-cut square. So I believe that one is made with charm squares, but you can scale that center block to be made with 10-inch squares or 2.5-inch squares, or whatever square you like. And then I do like how the hearts around it just work as well. So those are super fun. So I included the link for that in the comments for you. Another fun inspiration for you is to actually just make Valentines. So let's look at this. This is Lovely Fabric Valentines by Stacy E. Shu, and it talks about how you can just play with fabric and sew with fabric, on suggesting using Peltex or Festifuse, or you really can just use, you could use some Soft and Stable. If you want to write on it, go ahead and sew through some cardstock on the back side. I know sometimes that I had played a few years ago where I actually took old greeting cards and I sewed on those as well. Now remember, if you're sewing on greeting cards and doing something like that, sewing through the back of those, sewing through paper like that, you are going to wear your needles out quicker. But you know what? If it's a fun project, after you're done with the craft, go ahead and change your needle. You had lots of fun, and that's just good. If you are sewing through paper, also remember, if you don't want your paper to fall out, increase your stitch length, okay? And that way your paper will stay intact. And then the last inspiration from Moda I want to share with you, that just happens to be pink, multicolored pink. This is an oldie but goodie. This is called the Ladies Stitching Club, and I just love those triangles. Aren't they fun? So you have triangles with this fun little sashing in there. So you strip piece here, you strip piece, and then you cut as diamonds. So you're actually not wedging that little sashing piece in between. So it's a very clever way of putting that together. I'm just going to drop this in the comments for you. All right. Fun inspiration. So you had some inspiration from Dear Stella, and then we had some inspiration from Moda. Always fun to look at those great patterns. We have a really cute zipper charms from Kathy Holden. These are the Valentine zipper charms. This is so cool. So here the heart is on top of the envelope, And then you have the Valentine. So these are $14.99, and we have a few of these in store. Could be great for making fun little zipper pouches, or if you made a pillow, could be really cute. Or of course you could just put on a regular purse. Then we have, this is a really fun, so going back to the Besties from Tula. Frank, let's look overhead. This pattern is available just in this kit. And so this is the Heartburst Quilt Kit. So I think that this pattern is super cool, that you have a heart inside of a star. So really, really fun. It has lots of fun Tula things. And I have a few of these left. It is a $275.99 quilt kit, but it has so much great fabric in here. And then the pattern is available exclusively in the kit. So that is a great pattern. And then this is pink, and it's new to the store, so I had to show you. This is the Rhapsody quilt, and this is from, it's a Jaybird Lazy Girl design. So if you haven't known Julie Herman of Jaybird, she acquired all the patterns and rulers from Lazy Girl. So this Rhapsody quilt here is shown up in pinks, and we have it in stock, as well as the Jumbo Lazy Angle ruler. We have that in stock if you were looking for that. Lots and lots and lots of fun stuff. We'll talk a little bit more about Valentine's projects next week. And I just also wanted to share with you, we do have a bit of St. Patrick's Day themed fabric in store. We have Patrick Lose. We also have some from Kim Schaefer. And we do have a little bit of spring hippity hoppity kind of Eastery themed fabrics for you in store. All about the holidays, making sure you have everything you need to stitch festive projects up. It is Zootropolis time. I didn't pull them off the wall, but we have two new animals ready to go that Lisa posted about earlier this week. So we have Olive the orangutan and Ringo the rhino. Super, super cute. And the block packs have all of the fabric that you need and the background to make the block. Remember that the pattern is in the book Zootropolis 2. And if you didn't want to make all of the animals riding the bus, you absolutely could make them in a different setting. If you wanted to ride the bus with us, we do have we have all of the blocks together in a full kit with the background as well. Next up, I need to talk about Chatsworth. So we are super excited about Chatsworth, right? So Chatsworth is going to be starting, Doug is going to start his quilt along with Moda on the 4th Thursday of the month, okay? So we are going to be kicking it off here in store on the Saturday the 20th. If you're not familiar, Chatsworth is this really great book. There are 12 blocks and some very interesting piece alternating units that go in there. Now these alternating units are the braided flying geese that you can put together using the braided flying geese papers. In the pack of papers, there are 50 papers. This quilt requires 48 papers, okay? So you have everything you need with one set. With our program that we're going to be doing, if you participate in the program, we do have some kits available still in several different colorways, including the cover quilt style. That is the Fancy That Design House Woodlands and Wildflowers. Very pretty. We've been chopping things up and we're going to start folding. Oh my goodness, it's going to be an endeavor getting all of this cut and folded and ready to go, but it's going to be fun and worth it and exciting. In this book that Doug put together, there are the whole pattern for the quilt. The quilt finishes 74 by 88, and then there are 3 bonus projects of a table runner, a topper, and a quilt. In our program, we are going to be adding 3 additional bonus projects, which is super exciting. And if you participate in our program, we are going to have a combination of in-person and online additional content. Our program is only $249.99. We have some additional spots available. Make sure to ask or stop in, message me, look online if that was something you're interested in, because we are going to have so much fun. And we have been rearranging the store to carve out some space because you're going to be really excited to see how we are going to be making that all happen. Also, for the program, we are including for you the mini simple folded corners ruler in your program price. So that is really fun because that's going to be something that is used in the program as well. All right, so I'm not sure if anyone is, I haven't seen any comments in a little bit, so I will go back in the chats after we're done to make sure that any comments that have been asked, that I'll be able to address them. I do have something else exciting to show you tonight, and that is progress on the 2023 temperature quilt. Because now we're in 2024, right? So Jackie shared with us her completed top for the 2023 temperature quilt. Isn't that exciting? I'm super excited. So Frank is going to come out and we are going to hold it up so that you can see it and talk about this. So if you aren't familiar with the temperature project, this is where you record the highs and lows of temperatures for the entire year. And you sew together in a fabric representation, highs and lows, by month, and string it together. So Julie Herman of Jaybird Quilts had shared this really fun chevron. And Frank over here, he can, there we go. And this is pretty giant, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see the whole thing. I'm coming over here. I'm scooting, scooting, scooting. Look at this. Isn't this fantastic? So the way that Jackie did it is she sewed 4 months together and then sashed it vertically. She also had added a great addition of an embroidered month tag on the top of each of the columns. You can't see it. So here you can see how it was embroidered there. Now, what she did for her different fabric selections is that she had, you got that, Frank? She put her fabric key she stitched it all together and she's going to incorporate that into the back. And so what she did is that for each degree she had assigned a temperature range to a color, And then she embroidered what that was. Isn't that fantastic? So she's going to be incorporating this into her back so that the whole element of the whole project gets to be used. And because she was having so much fun with it, she had used Spotted by Zen Chic for the large scale, but she thought, you know what? Let's make a mini for twice as much fun. So her super adorable temperature key using Spotted. Isn't this cute? It's so cute. It's mini. Okay, so, and you can see it's using just the stitched out letters, not embroidered letters. And then this is the size of the mini in full. Super, super cute. And because of the scale, she chose not to embroider to stitch out the months on there. But thank you so much, Jackie, for sharing with us. We can't wait to see how you quilt it. Super fun and super inspiring, keeping us on track. So how many of you are working on a temperature quilt? Have you ever done one? Are you inspired to do one this year? You'll have to let us know. And if you are the social type and want to share with us, please make sure to hop over to our Facebook group, Patchworks Party, so that we are able to share with you all of your fun show and tell joy. All right. Whew, we had a lot to look at today, didn't we? So let us take a quick recap of what we talked about. Well, we talked about our bundle of the week. And we're going to take a quick look overhead at that again. So these are 12 curated fat quarters that I put together. Really fun, from a combination of different designers. So we have some art gallery, we have some Moda, we have some Ruby Star, we have some Clothworks, we have some P&B, we have some Tula, we have some Andover. So really, I just put together things that I thought would be really fun, and I called it a stash builder bundle. 12 fat quarters, and it is for the value price of $24.99. Very limited quantities, and it is $24.99 until they are gone. Then we talked about Mix the Volume, which is a great low volume collection with very now colors from Art Gallery Fabrics. It goes super well all by itself, but it also blends well with other now collections, including Woodlands and Wildflowers by Fancy That Design House, which is the latest Moda line, which is also featured as the cover quilt in Chatsworth. We are going to be kicking off Chatsworth on January 20th. So if you are still interested, please, please, please let us know how you are going, if you had wanted to join in. Then we were talking about all sorts of really, really great Valentine's Day inspiration. So lots of great stuff. Stay tuned for future weeks of how we're going to show you more stuff. If you are playing along in the Zootropolis world, we have the new blocks ready to go. So we have the orangutan and Ringo the rhino. And if this is the first time you've seen this, we have plenty of kits so that you can start from the beginning and play along. Also, if you only wanted one of the animals, you'd be more than welcome to pick up just whichever animals you like. But you do need the book in order to make each of them. This is simply the fabric kit to make it exactly the way that Lisa did. So I would like to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. As Sherry had commented, she's super excited. We are continuing with our bundle of the week. So with everything kind of switching up at the end of the calendar year, we had put a pause on our bundles for a few weeks as we were having a challenge keeping up with all the cutting and different things that we were doing. So be assured we are going to continue with our Stash Builder bundles. Also, let me know if you are interested in our bundle of the week being half-sized and not just at quarter size. So let me know if that's interesting to you for us to ponder for additional things. Stay tuned for additional information on Chatsworth, our block of the month. And if you're interested, make sure to send us a message, stop in, or give us a call. We're open Tuesday through Saturday here at the shop and 24 hours a day online. Until next time, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.